Hi guys, Uncle Mike here. I got another product I want to talk to you about today. A product that I personally love. Today we're going to talk about the mystery box. Hashtag WITB, which is what's in the box. Was down at Vape Blast in San Antonio. Probably about, I'm going to say it's 4 or 6 weeks, something. I don't know. I lose track with all the shows that go to so many of them. Met a couple by the name of Sean and Julie Bass. Great people. Got to know them a little bit. We were in booths right next to each other. Got to know them a little bit and got to mess around with the box mod that Sean himself makes. And ended up purchasing one of these. As with all my reviews, I purchase the items that I review. And I'll review what I really love. I'm not going to trash somebody if I don't like it. I'm not going to do a video on it. But basically this box, the build on it is fantastic. So a few features right off the bat that I really love. I don't know for certain that he uses MyTech switches, but I'm pretty sure that's a MyTech, and he uses the flush version, which is my personal favorite, because I could carry this in my pocket and I don't have to worry about it firing. Not to mention, if you've never felt a MyTech switch, it's got this just beautiful clickiness, and I'm going to put it over here by the mic so you can hear it. Just a nice subtle click. Feels really good on your finger. You don't have to push overly hard. It's not like it's squishy, but you don't have to push overly hard on it. The other thing is these boxes are machined out of aluminum, and I know Sean machines them himself. He may contract them out, but I know he's the one that innovated this style box. If you look, really nice size. It's a little taller than other box mods, maybe a little bit narrower, but it's almost perfect. You can see the way I put my thumb there. In comparison, I'll do a review on Steady Mod later. This is another box mod I really like. But you can take a look at the size there. On the mystery box is just a little bit bigger, and on width, not a whole lot of difference, but a small amount of difference. The door slides in. There's basically, it's like a tongue and groove. It's got the little groove right there, and on the edges of this door is the little lip. They slide in nice and easy. It does take a little bit of work, and excuse me, my allergies are driving me nuts today, so I'm a little snotty. I apologize. But it takes a little bit of work to get that door broke in at first, just because it's aluminum on aluminum. But after a while, it starts to slide in real nice. They're serialized, and right there at the bottom, Sean has them. He's got just two really nice, strong magnets. They're not big magnets, but they're super strong. And it's just got two small ones down there on the bottom, and then on the door, there's a nice size magnet on the other side. So when you're sliding it in, it almost just like grabs, and I really love that. So that's another fantastic feature of how well the door works. The build quality, the inside, the internals. We'll see if we can't get a little bit this focused in here. Closer. There we go. There's not a whole lot I have to say there. I mean, you're looking at what I see. That is fantastically clean built. You don't see extra wire in there. With a bunch of extra wire, you're obviously going to have a little bit of voltage drop. The wire is basically as short as he can get it. They are MOSFETted. You can see back in there that little yellow piece. That's just some shrink wrap that he's put over the MOSFET. I don't know if it's dual MOSFETted or single, but it is MOSFETted. I'm not like a fanatic over MOSFETs. I get the safety of them, but I know how to build smartly. I know understand battery safety, so I don't need one. But hey, not everybody's like that. So they put the MOSFET in there. Like I said, the MyTech switch on the inside there is nice and short. Good clean solder joints. There's this backing plate that's copper in there for the negative side of things to ground it. The build's fantastic. I'm going to show you guys the sled. I thought the sled was entertaining. It's very important to get the batteries in the box the correct direction, and I don't know if we're going to be able to read that or not. It says this way, dumbass, which is perfect for me. I mean, that's kind of the way I get spoke to most of the time, and I'm used to it. So it definitely, when I go to put my batteries in, it gives me pause and say, okay, make sure that I got them right. The red arrow is positive, the black arrow is negative. So I run the LG whatevers. I call them doo-doo browns. They're 3,000 mile piece. Put 2 of them in here, you got 6,000 mile battery life. I opted for the series. Series is the hot thing going, and I really like series. I know you can build some rather large builds. If you're doing cloud chasing or something, you can do that, and it's really nice to have the ability to do that. But I personally, I rock tanks most of the time. I have my Triforce on there from CCI, and it's got the .5 Canthal coil in there, so in the .5, .6 range, excuse me, that is right where I like to rock it. Is just a perfect combo. So you put a Triforce on top of one of these mystery boxes, it's fantastic. So, enough talking about it. Let's show you guys some performance. I don't have a real good way to measure voltage drop other than the way it feels to me. I know the way a .5 Canthal coil should feel on a series. To me, I don't sense any voltage drop whatsoever, and based off the build quality on it, I think if I had a proper way to measure it, it would definitely show up that there's not a ton of voltage drop. At 0.5, it's not overly hot vape for me. I have built atomizers down to 0.3 on this series box. I wouldn't recommend going lower than 0.3, but I've built them like that, and it was a nice hot vape, and it was fantastic. Another thing, most stuff comes out in as far as tanks and atomizers in stainless. That's your most common finish, and I am kind of a sucker for looks. Mind you, the Triforce is my favorite tank, but I do like the TFV4, and as far as looks go, I actually thought that this tank just looked awesome on here, and this thing is a little bit leaky, but that combo right there, I just thought was sexy as hell. I really like the way it looked, and not to mention it vapes really well. This is with a 0.6 coil. And it dried out. Thank you, TFV4, for being a subpar tank. You're not going to have that happen with the Triforce. I don't get dry hits with it. But anyway, you can find Mystery Box Mods out on Facebook. I know that they have a business page, and they also have a fan page. To my knowledge, they are both Mystery Box Mods LLC. So if you do a quick search on Facebook, you're going to find it. I imagine if you Google Mystery Box Mods LLC, you're going to find it too. And you can also find Sean Bass and Julie Bass out there, the owners of the company, Sean being the creator. I'm sure Julie is heavily involved, but I think Sean does all the build work on them. So it's a fantastic box mod. I believe they retail for somewhere in the range of $180 to $200 a piece, somewhere like that. So it's not the lowest price box mod, but when it comes to build quality, I mean, if you can look at this thing, it's all scratched up and beat up. I use my mods. I'm not a guy that, it's not a showpiece. It's not going to be sitting on the shelf back there. I use it. And that's how I measure the quality of something. And I've dropped it. It's jingled around in my vape bag. And overall, the build quality is fantastic. I've never had a single issue with this thing. I've never put anything on it that didn't actually fire, unless it was a mistake I made on a build or something. So if you're in the market for a really good parallel or series box, it's serialized with fantastic build quality, go out and check out Mystery Box Mods. So that's my review for you today, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. I do appreciate your views and your subscribes. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.